In Iraq, Kurdish Peshmerga forces retook control of several villages from militants of the Islamic State group. The troops moved into villages near the town of Dakuk on March the 16th, retaking parts of Kirkuk province that had been under Islamic State control for the past 8 months. Peshmerga commanders said the offensive was coordinated with international coalition forces which carried out airstrikes. The Peshmerga fighters did not announce any casualties in the fighting. Also in Iraq, residents of Erbil, the capital of the Kurdish region, commemorated the victims of the Halabja massacre of Iraqi Kurds in 1988. People raised the Kurdish flag and traffic stopped on March the 16th in memory of Kurds who died in a chemical attack carried out by the regime of Saddam Hussein. The death toll is estimated at more than 5,000, mainly civilians. In Peshawar, northwest Pakistan, parents were invited to a local police station to get their children vaccinated against polio. The measure was part of an initiative to convince families that the polio vaccine was not harmful to children. Police in Peshawar had briefly detained hundreds of parents for refusing to vaccinate their kids, but authorities said they'd stopped making arrests and were now using a different strategy to ensure that all children in the district receive polio drops. In the Serbian capital, Belgrade, more than 1,000 teachers protested in front of the National Assembly and called a one-day strike to protest against planned pay cuts. Trade unions representing teachers are demanding they be exempted from pay cuts announced for public sector workers. In the Kyrgyz capital, Bishkek, President Almazbek Atambayev honoured slain protesters on the anniversary of a deadly police crackdown in the western city of Aksi. 6 people died and around 20 were wounded in the violence that broke out on March the 17th, 2002. The incident prompted a wave of anti-government protests. In eastern Bosnia-Herzegovina, villagers were working to clear roads after 10 days of interrupted transport around the town of Gorazda. Villagers said they were unable to travel to buy supplies or visit a doctor and resorted to renting a snowplow to try to clear the roads on their own. And that's the video roundup from Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty.